Howdy doody do, motherfucker. How are you? Now, I just recorded another video like 15 seconds ago, but it's cool. We back for another one. You feel me? Um, this video is about taking care of your pillars. Your pillars of life. You can't build towards shit if your foundation is ass. You know what I'm saying? I think I've said this on this channel before. But if your foundation is ass, then your building is gonna be ass, you know? The foundations are like mental health, physical health, and emotional well-being. Mental health, physical health. Would it be social? Would it be social? Make sure you're being social or figuring something out, involving other people. Make sure your relationships are good. This video, I got this idea because I got sinusitis. I think I said that right. Um, and I was sick for a year, and I couldn't breathe properly. Shitty work situation, and I ended up getting sawdust in my nose, which is no fun. No fun at all. Um, Everything that I was building on wasn't solid. So even though it looks like I've done a lot, it wasn't as solid as it was. Or it wasn't as solid as it would have been had my health been where it needed to be. Imagine breathing with 30% of what you got, you know, of what you're capable of breathing. And boom, anxiety, lethargy. You think you're lazy, you're like, what the fuck, I'm getting sleep, but I'm not. You know, I want to do stuff that I'm motivated to do, but where's the motivation, you know? Um, yeah, like touring, um, performing, shit, worrying about relationships, like everything would have gone better had I been able to breathe, which is the pillar of health, obviously. Um, had my mental health been a little bit better, I probably would have left my shitty work situation a lot sooner. Um, you know, just toxic work situation, toxic mind, and then like, you know, multiplied. You know, both of those things multiplied each other, and then it took an impact on my health. And you know, the foundation wasn't set. I sacrificed my physical well being in order to further my wealth. But you know what they say, health is wealth. If you got the energy, like if you have the energy to actually go and chase your dreams, don't you think you're gonna naturally chase your dreams? Like, I could sit down and smoke a blunt after work, and da 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 da. But if you have a dream that you want to chase, you just don't have the energy to do it. You probably are gonna sit down and smoke that blunt and be like, fuck it, I don't even have the energy to do it. But if you come home and you're like boundless energy, you might fuck around and record 2 videos and write 2 songs and fucking set up 2 videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, or 2 other videos with 2 other people. You know, you just have the energy to go after it. Um, and this plays out with like mental health because I already explained my physical health situation. This plays out in mental health as well. Like, okay, if you're not meditating, if you're not journaling, keeping track of what you're working on, what you're going towards, if you get your why you're doing the things that you're doing, because you're anxious or you're super depressed or your thoughts are getting away from you, it is going to cause everything to be like very fickle. Very, very fickle. Nothing is going to be stable because you aren't stable. Like if you're not stable, your perception of reality is not going to be stable. Like, have you ever seen a really, really gorgeous person? So, you know, for ladies, gorgeous man. For the guys, gorgeous woman, or whatever your sexuality, the people that you're attracted to, right? Have you ever seen a gorgeous person, but they're so down that they're in such a negative feedback loop that they believe that they are unattractive as fuck. And you're like, how? How do you think this? And I think I've been guilty of this before, but like, how did you think that you were ugly? You know what I'm saying? Um, that's that negative feedback loop. There's a lot of people. Wow, that what was that? The whole room just. That's cool. That's dope. Um, anyways, yeah, if your mental health is shot, everything else is gonna be shot. You have your interpersonal relationships, so you come home and your dad says something to you and you feel some type of way, or you're holding on to a chip on your shoulder or something. You respond emotionally to something that didn't need to be responded to emotionally, because you've created that reality. That, you know what I'm saying, all perception is reality to everybody has their own reality because everybody has their own perception. Um so yeah, just if your mental health is shot, everything's going to be shot. Like, if you think you're butt ugly talking to girls, right? Or you think you're butt ugly talking to guys, it's not gonna work out. And if that's not working out, you're not gonna feel confident hopping on stage, or you're not gonna feel confident going for that raise. Why would an ugly duckling get a raise? Why would an ugly duckling get a raise over beautiful Jackie over there? Some shit like that, you know. Um, and then social, yeah, social. So social, we in sales, I was a really good trainer. I learned how to draw people from their nervousness and realizing that they are human. Like, I made them realize that they're human, and by definition, they have some form of social skills because they're, DNA and shit. You wouldn't have been here if you were like socially super throwed the fuck off. Obviously, some people slip through the cracks, Some people slip through the cracks, a Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. But even he was charismatic enough to get people to come back to his house. So anybody really can learn how to be social. And there's books about it, there's videos about it. Like, you can always work on that. There's leadership books. I almost want to get the guy for my job a leadership book, because I'm like, bro, you have really good leadership qualities, but you have really, 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 really bad ones, and that makes you seem like a bad leader. But since I know how to train leaders, I can see where you're struggling, and I appreciate you understanding that. You know what I'm saying? But you're just, it's like eating a salad, right? And it's like, wow, this all of the veggies are green and they're very flavorful, and then they put some like ranch dressing that has a little bit of shit in it. You're like, bro, I've covered my entire salad in this, and like, everybody gonna look at that salad like that shit was ass. But somebody who knows, like a salad connoisseur or something like that, like tasting the ingredients and stuff, like, this really good salad, but why does the ranch taste like this? And it's covered in everything. That's the best way I could explain them. Like, you're a really good leader, but you have so much shit all over you that it makes people think you're a bad leader. There I am trying to hype motherfuckers up and help them out and stuff. I gotta chill. Not everybody want to be developed and evolved. You feel me? But yeah, like, it's all there. As long as your intention is good, 99.9% of the chance it's gonna be all right. I've come to learn that. Like, if you every person who has ever said a fucked up joke to me and didn't smile, like they weren't actually enjoying them saying it, they're like, why don't black people have dreams? Because the last one I had a dream got shot. You know what I'm saying? I even got animated with it. Hold on, let me redo it. Scene. Ugh. Um, why don't black people have dreams? Why? Because the last one that had a dream got shot. Like, it's like, that shit was cringy, fam. I don't think you enjoyed saying that. Like, you didn't get enjoyment out of it, and you expect me to somehow get enjoyment out of it. Was that racist? What were you thinking about? What was your intention when you said that shit? That's where my mind goes. I think that's where people's minds go subconsciously, and they're like, this joke was not funny. I fucking hate this guy. Because the intentions weren't clear. Even if it was from a good place, it's like, you weren't even sure it was coming from a good place. So now everybody else definitely doesn't think it's coming from a good place. But if you know your intentions are like good, 9 times out of 10 it'll be all right. Like, hey, I got a joke for you. Yeah, what's up? Um, when why don't black people have dreams anymore? Because the last one I had a dream got shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've had both those interactions similar as racist, and then one of them you're just like, Like you're shocked and you're like, I'm kind of pissed at you, but like that shit was kind of funny. Like that shit was a little funny. All right, I gotta. All right. You got me. Like if it was like banter, almost like banter between friends. Like, all right, but you can't do that no more. So we don't say racist jokes. But growing up, you know what I'm saying. Somebody told me to go pick their cotton, and I told them to go pick my watermelons. You know what I'm saying? Or uh, go pick my cotton, and I was like, go build a bomb or something like that. We were all God family and stuff like that. So growing up, we got to really have that brotherly experience of just really grilling each other, but knowing it's of love. Like nobody else is gonna bother you. I'm not gonna say this in front of anybody else. It's just us. No recording, no nothing. Um, so it was cool. There's different ways of it's 90% or is it 80? 90 to 80%, 80 to 90% of communication is nonverbal. So it's body language and things of that nature, eye contact. Um, what your intention is going to come through because body language is subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Body language is subconsciously read and picked up on. So if you get good enough at it, you can literally tell how somebody is by the way they walk. Like somebody, I've seen people, walking like they actually got to be somewhere and, like actually moving, And I'm like, all right, cool. They're actually moving somewhere. So they might like bump into you a little bit. And you're like, all right, cool. Like I totally saw that them walking up. And then there's people that it's like, you're not walking anywhere. Like I ran track. I know how the body moves when you're really trying to get somewhere. You're not trying to get nowhere, bro. You're just trying to look important. And then they bump into you. You're like, I want to slap the shit out of you. That's that's ways that body language is picked up on. Or like, you're I did sales, like I said. I'm talking to a girl. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, hi. She not feeling me, fam. I don't even gotta go no further. Like, okay, in sales they say 3 strike rule. First off, 3 strike rule. 3 non-buying signs. You let them go. Um, and if it's just immediately an ass reaction to you being in her vicinity, bro, like you don't gotta be an asshole. Be like, oh, okay, yeah, nice meeting you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And she might fuck with you more because you weren't jocking her. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a fucking Patreon, bro. I gotta make a Patreon. I be giving y'all niggas game, bro. I be giving y'all game. Um, but yeah, everything can be broken down because, like I said, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have some semblance of social skills. Like there's some people that just like, wow, you couldn't tell that person was plotting. What I do see oftentimes is people they'll bring people in and then they start showing like they bring them in emotionally getting connected and then they start showing snake energy to the point where everybody around them is like, that's a snake, bro. You're like, that's best friend. They're like, that's a fucking snake and he's snaking you too. You just don't see it. That's a situation where I've seen people like be blind. I've been got like that too. But everything is um learnable, scalable, just because you're awkward now doesn't mean you always have to be awkward. People are not like. Oftentimes, I'll say people are more similar than we are different. Some people get offended to that because they're like, "I'm original," and it's like, yeah, you might be original conscious. Like nobody's done it like you, just like nobody's done it like me. You feel me? But under the surface, we're all the same. Like if you walk up to me and you speak to me in a certain way, depending on what you want, like even if a salesman's trying to sell me, I know what you're doing, but you're good and I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You're good and I fuck with you and I'll buy it, whatever. Um, yeah, I highly recommend every man get into sales or every person in general get into sales for at least a little bit. It's gonna be rough, at first, but you eventually learn how to like some people are like, how do you never take no's? And it's like I give no's. I give no's. What up? How you doing? What's your name? I'm Rebecca. Like, oh, okay, Rebecca. Nice to meet you. Enjoy the rest of your day. It was good talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I gave her the note before she could give me the note. Like, I don't like your attitude. I wouldn't like being around you. Okay, whatever. Next. Next. Or even with guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking, what up, bro? How you doing? Ew, what type of handshake is that? I don't like you. Your energy's off. You don't like yourself. What the fuck? Why would you not? Okay, all right, all right. Next, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else is gonna come build my dreams with me, or come build dreams with me, make that shit come true the same way I'm making my shit come true. So I've learned certain things. When you're looking for certain things and you're conscious of what you're looking for, it's very easy to read body language. Okay, and to also look for non-buying signs or shit that you like. They're not cool, or we not. You know what I'm saying? We're not clicking. So like looking for the non-clicking stuff, or looking for reasons not to fuck with somebody, making them qualify. You know, walking up on them like, all right, what's up? Open. Like this person is probably cool. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. As soon as they show you they're not cool, like let them go. You never want to come off as I don't care if you're cool or not, and I don't care how you treat me. I'm gonna still be in your face. It's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. Don't do that to yourself because it's gonna fuck up your confidence really bad. Whether you're doing sales, talking to people, don't don't try to sell people. Just find the people that buy into what you're doing and be open enough to find those people by talking to everybody and giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry, I'm very obsessed with like human interactions and teaching people how to do it simply because everybody's like a phone baby now. Like as soon as you get people to realize they know how to do it already, like and they think it's intuition. Well, it is intuition. It's your gut. Your gut tells you if somebody's cool or not to hang out with. Diet can play a role in if you can figure that out, if you're connected with your gut. Um, but yeah, the more connected you are with your body, the more you can read the signs and like, all right, cool. I noticed when I was eating like shit doing sales, I was like, I can't tell. I can't tell. How do you read this shit again? How do you read body language again, bro? I'm not sure if they're fucking with me or if they're not. But yeah, make sure your pillars are straight. Like, and all of these pillars can be worked on. It doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be consistent. So, like with the social pillar, I'm going to give you guys examples of how you can work on all of the pillars starting today with very very small exercises. Okay, I'm going to give you some homework because I'm a person who likes a little bit of homework and boots on the ground advice so I can take it and implement it in my life as soon as possible. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys are similar to me because you're watching me. Anyways, so there's, as I said, mental health. So mental health, I highly recommend meditating. You could do like a minute. You can do 5 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as you're setting that habit. Like for example, I've been setting the habit again. As I said, I'm coming out of a depression. I'm setting the habit again of sitting down and meditating. I've been doing 5 minutes, and I'm adding time as I go. So I think today's the third or fourth day. 6 minutes right now. And then eventually, whenever I feel comfortable enough, it's gonna shoot up because it's one of the habits that doesn't curve off. You're always gonna get benefits from meditating. It's gonna compound and continue to get better as you go. Like these monks in the mountain who can control their body temperature. Um, but yeah, you could be something small. 30 seconds, 10 seconds, what the fuck ever. Um, Gratitude journaling is really good as well. I'm getting a lot of my shit from Hansa because it helps me out, so I'm gonna regurgitate it. Gratitude journaling, just write some things that you're thankful for of the day or in life in general. Cool thing is, whenever the more you do this, the more you get grateful for stuff. Like I remember at one point I was doing it every day, sometimes 2 times a day, and I'd be like, man, I'm really enjoying how like the this vent, this vent, and this light all make a triangle. Like I'm really enjoying that, and how you know my pictures in the back. I drew this one. This is a gift from a friend. I'm like I'm really enjoying how those are in the camera. I'm grateful for the gift that my friend drew for me, and it inspires me to do better. I appreciate it a lot. Things like that. It slowly gets easier or not even slowly, it just gets easier because the only way you can guarantee happiness is guaranteeing gratitude. You can be grateful in any situation. You could lose both legs, both eyes, and your fucking nose and be like, oh, shit, I'm grateful to be alive. Like, who's gonna take that from you? Nobody can take that from you. Like, even though your situation is ass, okay, my brother's passed away, but at least I know that he was in a good place. I'm grateful that I know he was in a good place. He died at home. He was at peace. It wasn't a painful death. Nobody took him out. I'm really grateful for that. Boom. Who who the fuck got a mindset like that? You feel me? Um physical. Physical. This one is something that is very wide. You don't have to really you can take my advice. Um but really anything physical that you're doing is going to benefit you. So for example, I'm cleaning up my diet now. I've had enough experience of cleaning up my diet and basically getting on a very strict diet before and sticking to it for a while. The way to do it is gradual. So I'm switching to the alkaline diet because I have a lot of mucus in my body and I've been dealing with it since I was a child. It's been like making it really hard to breathe, compete, like knowing okay, it's harder for me to breathe than most people. Why? It's the mucus. Alkaline diet helps out with that. Now, instead of me saying, okay, I'm going to throw out my whole kitchen and, go get the foods that are alkaline and only eat these because I have a wallet and I work somewhere with some pretty good fucking food. So, what do you think is going to happen? Um, but just adding it to my diet more so I get gradually more used to it. Like, okay, I had fruit for lunch today, fruit and ramen. Um, and then at the end of the day, I got a honey bun, but the honey bun wasn't enjoy. Like I didn't even finish it because I already had like my sugar for the day. I was good on it. So adding like the things, the diet that you'd like to exercise, the diet that you'd like to utilize for your particular health benefits, or the ones that you're looking for, just add those things in there. And then eventually you realize like, oh, okay, I've noticed whenever I eat fruit for lunch, I come back and my mood hasn't changed. My mood is a lot more stable. Instead of eating a bunch of a big plate of meat, it's heavy. I get tired. I'm more irritable. I don't feel like talking as much. Adding more of the healthy stuff to it. And then this is where, as I said, it's really open. Pretty much all physical stuff is open to what your body would like to do. Um, if you've ever tried yoga, yoga is like a fucking exercise, my boy. Yoga is an exercise. I don't care what nobody says. Those poses, you have to have some type of strength, isometric strength, to really hold those poses. So if you're tight, you can really kill two birds with one stone. You're stretching your body, allowing air to go into, I believe, the ligaments. You're like releasing tension in the ligaments, which is gonna in turn make you more calm. Kind of taps in with mental health as well. As I said, it's all connected. Gonna make you more calm throughout the day. Um, you're getting stronger because you actually have to hold these positions. You could lift weights. You can run, whatever it is going to do to get you to move, because whenever you move, body your body burns off the excess energy first off. Um, Second off, it's like the oxygen to the brain. If you didn't know, getting like working out makes you think more clearly because you're getting that oxygen to the brain. The blood flow is it's cycling. It's cycling. It's not slow and stale. You're getting toxins out when you sweat. So whatever you want to do kickboxing, you want to do boxing, you want to do tai chi, whatever the fuck you want to do, just do something physical. You feel me? You can start out with 5 push-ups a day and then scale it. I'm a person who likes to see progress. So in my instance, I started out with like 10 push-ups an hour because I work at Tesla, 12-hour shifts. Um, 10 push-ups an hour, and then I got up to like 60 push-ups an hour in a relatively short amount of time. So whatever you need to do to yeah, whatever you feel called to do, whatever you think is gonna be fun, paintballing, swimming, whatever, just get out there, do something. Walking. I'm gonna go walk the dog a little bit more. I'm gonna go, shit, even shopping. Make sure you don't spend your money too crazily. But whatever you need to do, whatever you're called to do, get out there and move. I'm gonna put that in a video or in the song. Get out there and move. Um, for the social aspect, this one is relatively simple. I can break it down for you. All right, so if you're like stupid awkward, you don't open your mouth at all, start out with saying hi to people. Um, I know a lot of the issue with guys is that they're not sociable at all. Like they basically isolated themselves, and then they immediately like, I'm gonna go talk to a really pretty girl that makes me super nervous. Talking to people in general makes me nervous already, but I'm gonna go skip steps, and then they're like, walk away. Um, just say hi to people. Something small. Smiling is the best way to do that. Like, hey, how you doing? And even if they look at you, they're the weirdo in the situation. I promise you. I promise you. Who you're smiling and waving at somebody. That's weird. That's weird. Somebody just because that's if you have social anxiety, you're worried about how people are gonna perceive you. Smiling and waving, okay, it might be weird and awkward the first few times, but eventually you're, hey, how you doing? They're Everybody's gonna look at them like, what the fuck is wrong with that person? Like, yo, that's mad weird. Nobody's gonna look at you that way because you were just giving genuine energy. And if anybody feels that way around you, that's like, oh, that was weird. Why'd you wave and smile at them? They're socially awkward and weird. You should probably switch up your circle. Um, but yeah, so I'm starting with something small, like okay, I'm gonna say hi to one person a day, or um, I'm gonna go sit with this group at lunch. I'm gonna ask, hey, instead of me going sitting outside alone, I'm gonna say, okay, these guys look similar to me, like they like a similar vibe. I like anime. These guys, he has an anime backpack. Hey, can I sit here? Is anybody sitting here? Is it okay if I sit here? You can start there. And it's not as awkward as you think it is. You build it up in your head a lot, but you guys have similarities. So it's easy. Like you just talk about what you like to do. They like to do the same thing more than likely. Yeah, I watch anime too. Nerd out about that. Enjoy that conversation, and you just made a new friend. Um, Also to the aspect of like, okay, you're trying to talk to girls, you're trying to talk to guys. Just say hi, like, how you doing? Just get to the point where you can talk to everybody. Start with who doesn't make you the most nervous, and then work your way from there. Um, Good morning. That, that's how I broke my ice. I was like, good morning. How are you? Nobody, People automatically just say good morning back. They might not look at you. They might not, but they automatically like that's a good thought back. That's a good loop, feedback loop. Start with good morning. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Find your where you're at. Like find out what makes you the most nervous. Okay, talking to sitting down having deep conversations is what I like to do. If I see somebody with an ankh or I see somebody with like a spiritual symbol, it starts a conversation. Like if I see somebody with a cross on their face like this, even though I'm not Christian, I'm like, okay, obviously they're very Christian. Okay, let's talk to them. Like what's up, bro? How are you doing? A lot of times they're cool because um they're really doing that. I'm in the spirituality, they're in the Christianity, and whenever they're really following it, a lot of times there's similarities. Like faith. I got faith in my higher self. They have faith in Jesus. And it's like, all right, cool. We can have a conversation about faith. We don't have to clash heads about what our beliefs are. It doesn't make any sense. We share something in common. Why not talk about that? People are just it's really social media. We get boxed in and we think everybody thinks the way we do. We think everybody's as angry as the particular people around us on social media, and we block out people instead of giving them the benefit of the doubt the same way we would like to be given the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, enough of that. Enough of that. All right, it's been 30 minutes, Astral. You need to turn off the fucking camera. You've already filmed for 45 minutes. Asshole, you got shit to do. You need to go meditate and journal. And gratitude journal, okay? I'm still working on it too, alright? But anyways, I'm glad I got this creative aspect out of the way. I appreciate you guys. Go get it. Come back with it. Everything is improvable. You're not your physical body. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You can observe all of those things. So you're not those things. What are you? You can't really put an answer on it. You can't put an exact answer on it. And what that means is you can create what you are perceived as. You are in complete and full control of that. I don't care what anybody says to you. If your pastor looks at you and says, "Yeah, you're not in control of anything and everything happens to you," you need to leave that goddamn pastor, okay? Or that rabbi, or whoever the fuck you're allowing to lead you spiritually, because you do have the power. If your mama black, your daddy black. What are you? Black, right? Your mama Mexican, your daddy Mexican. What are you? Mexican. All right. The creator is a god, and you are his children. What does that make you? Okay, all right. So obviously you got some fucking control. All right, you got some control of what happens to you in your reality, and you at least have control of your goddamn perception, because you can be grateful for whatever the fuck happens to you. You can always see a silver lining. At least I'm alive, and if you can't, you probably are dead, which means it doesn't fucking matter anyways. These rants always come out at the end. I think it's what makes me iconic. But yeah, you are powerful. That's it. That's all. Everything that you can observe, you can change, because it's not you. It's a room. It's a shell. It's a vessel you're hopping into, right? So if you don't like your thoughts, surround yourself with people with different thoughts. Just jump in it, you know? All right, everybody over here is talking about positivity and shit. My negativity is not gonna outweigh this shit. You know, it's too much positivity. I'm just gonna jump in there. It's gonna be uncomfortable at first, but you know, I'll get adapted and eventually become positive too. Now, don't do this to one person. It's fucked up. You're super negative and you hang out around one person who's super positive. It's like, now you got the positive nigga depressed, bro. Go join a group or something. You feel me? It's not their fault. It's not their responsibility or our responsibility to pick your shit up. We got our own shit to pick up. Age of Aquarius, baby. That means you got the power. Nobody's coming to save you. You dig? No spider's gonna bite you and make you become a superhero, and you become super cool. You have to mold yourself. You have to um, forge yourself with that fire of discomfort of who you are or the role you are playing as of in that moment. Astral on the wall. Should I give them some more? You think they had enough? Nope, it's three. No, it's not 3333 yet. 3333. It's not 3333 yet. We're gonna make them wait. All right, we back. You feel me? You're extremely powerful. That's all I gotta say. You can mold everything around you. Your self-image is the most powerful thing. You've heard the example of the millionaire who became broke and became a millionaire in like 6 months. Everybody's heard that story. Everybody's heard the story of they pinched pennies forever and they still died eating ramen and goddamn hot dogs in retirement. You feel me? So clearly it's something more than just what you're doing. It's more than just actions. It's self-image. You gotta. If I remember playing my music for people, and not being confident in it, and they're like, "It's alright," and then being confident in it, like, "This shit hard. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna bump my music," and then more people started liking it. Self-image is everything. Okay, okay. God damn, you getting schooled by a nigga with no hairline? You feel me? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. My teeth are gorgeous. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So focus on the positive, fix the negative, and a lot of times it's not even negative the way you think it is. You don't you don't know. You're not in not it's not hindsight 2020. that doesn't even make any sense. Hindsight 2020. I could say, yeah, hindsight 2020. I should have kicked the door down and saved my brother. I didn't know. And, you know, I should have come home early, and I maybe have been able to save him. But I say hindsight 2020, but I'm not sure what would have happened if my brother didn't pass that way. He may have been taken in a violent way. He may have been, hurt by somebody else. He may have been in a car crash. Who fucking knows what was going to play out? So it doesn't make any sense for me to tie negative or positive to any fucking situation. And that's talking about my only sibling. You can separate from the situations going on with you, emotionally, thought-wise, and see it from a bubble of not being personal about it. Because at the end of the day, it's not you. It's a role you're playing. You feel me? You're powerful. Motherfuckers have gone from street corners to business suits to press conferences to traveling the world in lifetimes before in a very short span of time. So what makes them different from you? In essence, it's the same thing. It's the same consciousness. It's the same substance. They're just molding theirs into something else that they would like it to be. Why are you molding yours into something negative? Why are you painting that picture of you, the thing that you've created and manifested in your life, as a negative? Okay, nobody fucks with you. People say you smell weird. People think you're awkward. Right? Why think that of yourself? Because I know I feel a certain way. Why judge myself for it? Everybody else is going to judge me for it, whether it be positive or negative. You can't really give a fuck because you can't control it. I'm ranting a little bit. I know. But yeah, why allow other people to paint the picture of you? Even whenever I was in all of those situations, they had like a cheese touch and shit in middle school or elementary school, and nobody fucked with me in middle school. I used to get jumped and shit like that. But in the back of my head, I knew the whole time that I'm going to be something special and great. So it doesn't even fucking matter. At least I get to experience being treated like a regular person, because in a couple years, people are going to treat me like a celebrity. Oh, that girl dubbed me. That's pretty cool. I get to experience getting dubbed, because I might not experience that anymore after this. It might be a situation where I have to dub really hard to make sure that these girls don't want me for something else, like clout. It's cool I get to get a straight up no. Ooh, you smelly, nigga. It's still a no. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you kind of ugly, but I still want to fuck you. It's still a yes. Is it gonna, does it matter? It's either a yes or a no. It doesn't fucking matter how it's given to you. So get with your program. A lot of times you're insecure because you haven't figured out what you want to do, or you aren't going towards what you want to do, and you feel like it's a possibility that you don't get it. And that kills your soul slowly because you're not being true to yourself. You're only going to allow people to treat you to the level that you treat yourself within. I was feeling so shitty and so sick. I didn't just feel like I deserved to go get medical treatment. I was feeling so shitty and sick because I felt like I didn't feel respect. I didn't feel like I deserved respect because I didn't even respect myself to chase my dreams. I'm too tired. I allowed other people to disrespect me, and this is recent. This is less than a week ago. Seeing it switch up, being able to hold eye contact again, it's an entirely different experience. You're weird. My response to people calling me weird is, yes, I am very weird. In the back of my head, I'm like, but I get paid for my nuance, and people enjoy listening to me around the world, either rant or talk shit on a song. People enjoy that. Just because you don't, it seems like, maybe not many people I know physically enjoy it. I'm meeting more who do. But at one point, it was like, I don't know any, like, everybody says it's weird, but the people around the world fuck with it. I knew. I was like, okay, well, if I find enough people that fuck with it, I'll be fine. Can't control if these fuckheads like it. Can't control that. So get on your program, figure out what it is you'd like to do, and like I said, chase it or pursue it in a logical and coordinated manner. Pursue it in a way that makes sense for you. There's some people that are so logical that if they do try to be logical and calculated about it, they're never going to do it because they're not warm enough. They don't have enough passion and fieriness of it. Their emotions aren't engaged enough. Um, Whenever some people are, they need to chill out, kind of like me. Okay, cool. I got $1,000. Let's go jump into the music. It's like, hey, bro, you need to get some transportation. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to, there's some shit that you need to get handled before you decide to do that, because then you're gonna be depending on other people. Um, Everybody got their different shit. Everybody has their different formula to get it. Don't let nobody tell you, unless it's like your father who you act just like, or your uncle you act just like. Wisdom is a different story. Your elders are very important. But if it's somebody who's not even similar to you, if you don't, why would you know what I'm saying? Why would you take advice from somebody who's in the same boat as you and that boat is sinking? That don't make no sense. Like, if you want to get out of a sinking boat, you have to do this. It's like we're still in the same sinking boat. You can even apply that to me. You can even apply that to me. I'm living at home. Then again, I am chasing my dreams. You feel me? And my results are there. But yeah, don't let nobody tell you what the fuck you can't do. That is the only thing that pisses me off in this world anymore, to the point of where I want to fight immediately, is when somebody tells me I can't do something that I've already determined I can do. Who are you? Who are you trying to be? Are you trying to be God right now? Is that what you're trying to be? Nah, fuck you. You false god. Trying to cast spells into my life of doubt. Spelling. Why are you casting spells? AKA speaking doubt into my life. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, mama, I love my mother. She's one of my best friends. But even whenever she's casting doubt a little bit, hey mom, I don't want to have this conversation right now. Like, I don't want to carry the way it's going. It's making me doubtful. I can be open with my mother. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. Like, that's cool. Same with my father. Same with elders of my family. But other people, they just don't get it. Like, hey, man, hey, relax. They don't see where they're being insulting. But yeah, that was a little bit of a rant. I get really upset when people don't believe. What was that? I get really upset when people don't believe that they can accomplish. Like, sad upset. I get upset when people believe that they can't accomplish what they want to accomplish. Because they can. Like, they absolutely can. The human body is very strange. It's like a heat-seeking missile. Seeking missile. Whenever you program it right and you have the right thought processes, you're going to take those steps. If you believe it's not going to be that hard of work, it won't be that hard of work. Like, the way you speak on the things you're doing is important. I gotta go home and record a video. It's like, that doesn't sound like you want to do it. You know? Doesn't sound like you want to do it. It sounds like you feel obligated to do it. Yeah, I'm really big into communication. Even communication with your goddamn self. I love it. I love it. I can nerd out about this shit for hours, as you can see. um, but yeah, you can develop anything in your life, bro. Anything. You want to be a sanitation worker? Fucking do it. And own your business when you do it, and employ people that you love who have the same passion. You gotta fucking work for these people no more. You don't gotta work for these motherfuckers no more. The people that don't treat you with respect and cause medical issues. You gotta do that shit no more. I mean, maybe you might have to eat shit for a little bit to, invest into it. You don't have to do that for the for the rest of your life. That's an old script. You don't gotta go to college unless you want to be a doctor or, veterinarian or something of that nature. Of course, go do it. Help the world in the way you feel fit to help the world. But if you wanna run a business, why the fuck are you going to university and a business lecture where this motherfucker's never ran a business in his life? He's never even been a part of a business. He was an employee, and then he immediately went to teaching business. What is he gonna pass to you? What knowledge? What wisdom? He's gonna pass some bullshit employee mindset as wisdom. Play it by the rules as wisdom. So what the fuck are you gonna gain from that? You're gonna take on that mentality and that mindset and be led to some bullshit. The meat grinder where you have a business degree and you're working for somebody else with a business degree. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Don't put your fucking dreams off for some nut shit. Some dumb shit. Doesn't fucking matter. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's like selling your soul. You go outside, you see people look at you. Yeah. I'm probably gonna go home and get like a couple beers. Yeah. Probably smoke a blunt when I go home. Chill, watch Netflix for a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe shower. I'll be back tomorrow. That's all I know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do gonna go. As opposed to I'm gonna fucking take over the world. Both are just as crazy as each other. I'm gonna work for a company for 70 years and hope that they don't fire me last minute so I don't eat ramen and hot dogs for the lucky if you can eat hot dogs with it. God damn, grandma, your cholesterol high as shit. All because, you invested in somebody else instead of your fucking self. I love Elon Musk. Great opportunity. Great amount of money to invest in what I want to invest in too. I'm not here for his company, and I'm not pretending to be here for his company. I'm gonna do my job to the best of my abilities because that's just who I am. I enjoy doing good work. But whenever I go home, I'm gonna do even better work. Okay? All right. I'm gonna go touch the world whenever I get home. All right, guys. Enjoy that beer. Enjoy that cigarette. Enjoy that whatever the fuck you are doing. Enjoy that Netflix, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But as for me, I don't know. It's a different fire. It's a different passion. It's a different energy. A different steam, a different aura, whatever you want to call it. And it's not just with me. It's with people who are chasing what they want to chase. Going after what they really want to go after. You have a funny thing of manifesting or attracting or running into people, whatever the fuck you believe in, to people who are with your program when you're fully with your program. Because you go out, I'm an artist, 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 I'm an artist. Oh, you like an art? Alright, cool, let's talk. I'm an artist, I'm an artist, I'm an artist, I'm an artist, I'm an artist. And then eventually you get into a circle. I'm an artist, you like art? Cool. I'm an artist, you like art? Cool. I'm an artist, you like art? Cool. And it's just eventually most people around you are on the same things you are on, or they are liking the thing that you're creating and they're supporting it. That's how it goes. It's not just you don't just hop off the porch and get support. It has to come from within first. You have to really be a part of it. You have to, because if you're doing what you truly obsessed about, you're gonna talk about it. Your energy is gonna give it off. People are gonna be like, "Do you make art?" I've I've gotten really good at picking up other artists. Like talking to somebody, I'm like, "What art do you make?" I used to rap, or I did this, or usually they're active. Now it's come to the point where most people ask, "What art do you make?" They're active because I've gotten away from the people who are like, "I used to do this." So yeah, literally, just be about your shit and really be about it. Like dead ass, be about it. I don't care what you're doing it for. Fortune, fame, family, freedom, whatever. Just do it. Like really, really do it. Like really mentally be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna say if you have a backup plan, you're fucked, because I feel like that's a bit extreme. But like I don't really have a backup plan for the music, but I have plans in order to make sure I can still do the music. If that makes any sense. Okay. All right, boom. I want to start a business similar to this so I can have more income coming in so I can really just relax and do this. Yeah, yeah. I got stuff like that. But for you to be like, this doesn't work. What the fuck? What do you mean if it doesn't work? I'm gonna try this shit if I'm 89 years old. I'm still gonna be fucking going. Like, I'm still gonna be going. It doesn't. What do you mean if it doesn't work? Okay, if it doesn't work, I die. Okay, you know. I think I can find 1,000 people that fuck with my shit in 70 years out of 7 billion, 8 billion people. Somebody's gonna like it. Even if it's that sharky doo 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 sharky doo doo. Even if it's kids watching Sesame Street or some shit, I done found my audience. It's gonna be at least 1,000 people minimum. Okay, you could scratch a chalkboard against the wall and find 1,000 people like, this music is radical, bro. You know, somebody's gonna fuck with it around the world. We like to play this chalkboard sound instead of actually drawing the chalkboard on the board. It saves time, money. It's an efficient way of getting the kids' attention and getting them to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Your song is getting used. Somebody's gonna fuck with it. You just gotta find your goddamn audience. That goes for music. That goes for your items, whatever. Obviously, you can critique and edit and make adjustments. Like I had this artist actually gave me her card. What is her name? I'm gonna give her a shout out. Janaya Del Rio. This is her QR code. You know what I'm saying? And this is really professional and it's really nice. I know she didn't start off like, oh, let's do this, but she adjusted to the point where it's like people who's actually interested are gonna click the QR code. You know, they're gonna actually go see what I'm about. And the people who aren't, fuck them. You know, she made that. She made that decision. She made that adjustment, and you know that's all it is: making adjustments and still pressing on to what you'd like to pursue. But you're capable of any fucking thing. I'm not gonna say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Go chase your dreams. Um, Gradual overload. You know, slowly. Not slowly, but build consistency, and then after consistency, you build like efficacy or efficiency. But yeah, peace out. Go back, go get it, come back with it. Stay litty than a motherfucking titty. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Kick that dough and take the chickens.